Yo, what you lot saying? It's your boy here, and today what I've got for you, it is a F1 2016 trailer breakdown for both trailers that have been released. The one that was released a couple of weeks ago and this one that was released on Friday. I'm going to be breaking down both of them, of course. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button below. Also as well, I've got more vlogs coming out soon. I've got one coming out, I think it was already out already, so go check that out. And I've also got another one coming in the next couple of days as well. But more towards F1 2016, because this is an F1 2016 video. There are going to be some comparison videos that are going to be coming out in a couple of days time as well. Too, I believe there'll be some trailers as well towards F1 2016 as and when we get it, or even trailers to series that I'm possibly going to be doing. I don't know, it's not really confirmed on this channel yet, so I don't know. And then also as well, career mode choices, because I know a lot of YouTubers are doing this for their career mode on F1 2016. So I'll be doing that as well, and that's going to come out in the next couple of days as well. So be sure to look out for that one. So yeah, but without further ado, let's break down this trailer. So first thing to point out, it is the time of day editor. Now with this, you can decide what time of day you want to race on in terms of grip race, and this also bodes well for career mode as well in terms of the immersion of it, because say in practice 1 it'll be sunrise, and then practice 2 will be in the afternoon, of course, where it's like beating hot and like the sun's out, whatever, or even the clouds are coming over as well, which is also cool as well. And then into qualifying, nice and hot, sun's out, whatever, and then maybe in going into the race it'll be nice and hot, it'll be like the sun will be beating down, it'll be nice and bright, and then by the end it'll be like starting to go into sunset. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Will bring a lot to the immersion of career mode, of course, and also will make it enjoyable for the gamers as well who are playing it. You know, the guys who are playing it if they wanna race in sunrise or sunset or whatever, they can do that. And what's also better as well is that in Bahrain and Singapore, you can actually race in the daytime as well. So not only can you race in the nighttime, you can race in the daytime, which is actually pretty cool and makes it more or less enjoyable, to be honest. So that is pretty cool. That is really cool. I like this a lot. They didn't really need to do it, to be honest, I felt, but it's cool that they're doing it. It's really, really cool. And yeah, like I said, we'll bring a lot of immersion towards career mode, and a lot more enjoyableness towards quick races, of course. So moving on, Kota. Right here, I'm going to stop it right here. Your PR agent. Now, this is your PR agent. She will be sort of undergoing sort of contracts, you know what I mean? Driver rivalries, teams that are interested with you, emails as well, all these type of things that are sort of contract related towards you, so that you can make the call what team you want to go to, or what team are interested in you, of course. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. We'll make it very immersive. And another thing I want to point out as well, looking at it, is the environment that you're being put in. It is in the team's hospitality area, which is pretty cool. Like I said, will bring a lot more immersion towards this career mode, and it's something that I personally like. To be honest, because what I felt was slacking from F1 in terms of its career mode nowadays was the fact that there was no immersion to the career mode. It was just bland menus, and I just felt like it was just boring. It was really boring and bland and stale. It was just not. It was not good. It was not going anywhere. It was just not. It was. That was what made it, and also as well, that was as a result. It didn't really make me get hooked on the career mode as much as F1 2011 or 2010, which I'm riding on right now. So that says a lot. That tells you all you need to know with that. So yeah, I like the fact that they're bringing this sort of live the life thing that they've been saying in the previous games before, until they decided to ruin it in 2012, 2013 and 2014. So I like this. I like this a lot, and I think this will bring a lot more enjoyment towards career mode. Also, as well, we get the numbers, the driver numbers. Yeah, they did confirm this earlier. I think I did. I think I talked about this earlier, but I'll talk about it again. Like it a lot. It's pretty cool. It's kind of personalised, I would say. Makes the career mode sort of personal to you, which is quite nice. And yeah, I like it a lot. Really is going to make it quite immersive. In terms of career mode, I'm not sure if you get to do this in quick race or in multiplayer. We have to wait and see on that one, but for now it is in career mode, which is pretty cool. Like I said, we'll definitely make the game really immersive, which is what I like, and is what we all want. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, another thing as well, the R&D personnel. Now this is really important because he's going to be the one that's going to be directing you on what sort of R&D you want to do, what R&D path you want to do. So whether you want to do aggressive, passive, whatever, you get to choose what you want to do, and also you get to choose what test you want to do to gain tokens to improve the car. So you can. So there are several that includes tyre weather climatization test, whatever it is, tyre wear test. I think it's also drag tests. Certain different tests, all to give you tokens to improve your car. Now there are certain restrictions to this. One including that you have to do this in practice. So this will really make practice more sort of important, rather than in previous games being not important at all. So that's pretty cool that they're bringing practice into a more sort of relevant and more important way, because if you don't do these sessions, then you're losing out a lot. You're losing out from a lot of performance during the rest of the season as the season goes on. So it's kind of like you really have to do this, otherwise you won't get the rewards that you've been wanting. So yeah, so, and actually from this you can actually make a lower tier car and actually take it to the front, which is actually quite cool. So say if you're in a Renault whatever, and you do and you put a lot of time into practice and a lot of time into these tests and get a lot of tokens and focus a lot on the R&D, you can actually take a lower tier car and actually get to the front of the grid, up there with the Mercedes and all. So that is pretty cool. I like that a lot. I think will really make it really enjoyable in terms of career mode. The fact that you can actually have you had that opportunity to improve the pace of your car, whereas before you couldn't. So that's pretty cool. Got more shots of the drivers, of course. Also, another thing I wanted to point out as well. So setups as well. Setups are going to be more important than it was last year. It's really going to be crucial to. It's going to be crucial for you to finding that right setup, because this time its setups are more important now than it was in the last few years, to be honest. And all of the gamers who went to test the game in March have already made patches towards certain illegal setups that you guys have been running in the past few F1 games. So you're really going to have to think a lot more this time round than you were in previous F1 games in terms of setup, of course. So we get more faces of the drivers and team personnel. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Look how realistic the drivers look. They look so realistic. You know, last year was a great example of how good Codemasters did with their face realism, whatever it is. It was so realistic, it was unbelievable, and they've now sort of topped it off with this, which is fantastic. Really will make it more immersive in terms of career mode, and also in quick race as well. the fact that we'll get like more cutscenes during a quick race, which will really make it more enjoyable, more immersive to the F1 experience, of course. So yeah, thoroughly love this. Also, big thing, formation lap. Now, how it works this time round is that you hold the clutch at the start and then release it as soon as you get going, and then you do your formation lap. And this time you have to sort of move around quite a lot to keep the tyres and brakes very warm, of course, because you can be penalised quite heavily at the start of the race if you don't do that. So it's a lot more important now. It's a lot more important than ever to keep your tyres very warm during formation lap, and not only that, during the race itself as well. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I like this. I like the formation lap, to be honest. Everyone was requesting it, and now we finally get it, which is so cool. For me, didn't really want it because, you know, I felt like it was a waste of time. We could just get in the race, you know what I mean? But it's kind of nice, to be honest, because adds that realism to F1, of course. So fair enough. So yeah. And then you got some on-track action. Virtual safety car. Now this was heavily requested, along with the safety car, the actual safety car as well. We didn't get that for 2015, but finally we do. That is so awesome. I'm glad Codemasters have actually put the time in to add a virtual safety car and an actual safety car back into the game. This is what we all wanted, even myself wanted. So it is nice that they brought it back, to be honest. Yeah, this time it is manual. It's manual control this time round, so you have to manually accelerate and brake during the safety car. You have to manually turn as well during the safety car. So yeah, it's a lot more to your control in the safety car and virtual safety car than it was before, where the computer would take over in terms of the braking and acceleration. So that's pretty cool. I like this a lot, and the virtual safety car as well. Awesome, absolutely awesome. Then we get more shots of the safety of pit stops, which look cool. Also as well, we get damage. We get the damage. We get the new damage system, which includes the wheel tethers coming off the car. Now this is pretty cool, really cool. Really makes the experience more realistic in terms of the crashes, because whenever you see a Formula 1 car head into the barriers, all you'd see firsthand is the wheel tethers coming off the car and flying all over the car, and the front wing getting damaged as well, of course. So that's pretty cool that they've done this. Like I said, will really add to the immersion of being a Formula 1 driver and experience the pain of getting into a crash and whatever. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said, really immersive and really cool that they've done this, to be honest, because we all were requesting this. So to finally get it was pretty cool, awesome. So there we go. You see that a bit more in action, and then right there. There we go. There is the release date, the 19th of August 2016. That is when the game is going to come out. Hyped, excited, should be a really fun game, and yeah, a pretty good trailer to build the hype up, you know, especially with the new things that they've added in, of course. So yeah, so here comes the second trailer. Let's do this. So first off, we get the time of day transition for Russia, which looks pretty cool. You know what I've already said in the earlier on, so yeah, I'm not going to blag on more about it. And yeah, we get some shots of the pit crew members and also of the front wing of the Renault. Really loving the detail, of course, of the game. Look really realistic. I think the most realistic ever in an F1 game, to be honest, especially the way it is at the moment with next gen, of course. So that is pretty cool. Oh, we get right there, get a shot of the safety car, just to make it confirmation or whatever. It is confirmed. The safety car, we get a shot of the beautiful safety car, the Mercedes GT, which is of course the official safety car for the F1. So yep, that's pretty cool. We get the shot of the grid, which looks pretty cool. And yeah, and we get some more racing shots, looking pretty cool. I love the visuals. It looks pretty nice. Looks pretty damn realistic. The most realistic ever, to be honest, I gotta say. And yeah. Oh, by the way, yep. Just gotta say, yeah, confirmed. Like I said before earlier, Bahrain, you can race it in the day now, and yeah, there's confirmation right there. So that is pretty cool. So if you want to race Bahrain in the day, you can go right ahead and do that. If you want to race Singapore in the day, you can do that as well. So that's pretty cool. Like that a lot. And we get more shots, pit crews going to work with the cars. Loving the pit crew physics, looking really good for this game, and yeah, a pretty damn good game. To be honest. Yeah, pretty much this trailer is pretty much the same as what we got before with that last trailer, just really hyping up the game, to be honest, giving us some more shots of the game, you know, more visuals of the game as well. So yeah, it's just building up more of the hype towards this game, especially as we're now only 1 month till release. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So now that the trailer breakdown's all done and all that, now I'm going to be talking to you guys about some of the features that are going to be in this game via a blog post that Codemaster put out. So one big thing that they're going to be putting into this game that's going to make it really immersive is that, like I said before, formation lap is going to be really important this time around than it was before. Especially as a driver, because you're going to have to do a lot of weaving and a lot of like braking and stopping and starting, that kind of stuff, to warm up your brakes and tyres. And also when you go into the grid as well, yeah, if you're the leader, you have to be you have to make sure that you're not far ahead so that your tyres cool down so much that you get a bad start and lose a lot of time because of the cold tyres. So it's really going to be important, especially in the formation lap, than it is in the race itself, to build heat and build brake heat as well. So yeah, really liking it a lot. So yeah. Also in this post it says we've also added a new trailer which features game footage which shows off the new time of day editor, which I've talked about before, but I'll talk about it a little bit more. Yeah, so basically you can get to choose whatever day you want to race on, sunset, afternoon, whatever. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, you already know what I thought about it. So yeah, paddock and hospitality, that's pretty cool. Like I said, it's going to be immersive towards career mode, which is awesome, including your engineer and agent. So yeah, that's pretty cool as well. So they were in the trailer before, so that's pretty cool. And then as well as the pit lane, grid and track. So all of those things are going to be a lot more immersive than it was before in the last games, where in like say 2010, 2011, where it was just like a screen and then when you want to go you go and then out you go. This time it's going to be a lot more immersive towards, I think, towards like the setups, tyre allocations, those kind of stuff, to ensure you get the best car to win the race. So yeah, so it's going to be a lot more, the paddock and garage is going to be a lot more involved than it was in previous games. So yeah. Also another thing that they've said as well is that you'll be able to have manual control over the pit lane entry and braking, so that you can minimise the time lost when pitting. So really bring it back to 2010, 2011, where you had, no, 2010 actually, where you had to press the pit lane button, press the pit lane button before the line, so that you don't get a penalty for speeding. So it's going to be a lot more challenging now that you have to stop and actually press that button before the line. Whereas in previous games you can just like go as fast as you can, go like Speedy Gonzalez into the pit lane, you won't get a penalty for it. Now this time around you're going to have to really brake hard and then press that button than you would before. So that's pretty cool. Really making it realistic to real life, where you have to brake and then press that limiter, and then when you're coming out pressing it on the pit exit line. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. So yeah. Also another thing as well is multiplayer. This time, instead of 16, there is now 22 player multiplayer in this game, which is pretty cool. a lot more drivers. I can't even fathom what it's going to be like with 22 people out there. I know Forza does something like that with 24 people out there, and it's ridiculous the racing we get with 24 people in Forza. So I can't even fathom what 22 Formula 1 cars with online players are going to be like. Now I'm hoping that the lag is not too bad, so we can actually get some properly good racing without any lag whatever. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And if that's the case, we can actually get some league races finally back, because I know a lot of people were banned in league racing when 2015 came out. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So hopefully if they sort out the lag and the connections, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff, and it's really good, we really could get some good online league racing going on. So yeah, I'm hoping that the online is pretty damn good than it was last year, when it was like hoppers and that kind of stuff, which made everyone lose interest in multiplayer. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And on top of that, the physics of the game is way more different now. It's way more challenging than it was last time, and from my perspective, it is totally hard. Trust me, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have a much harder time than you were in 2015, because it is way more easier to get the car loose. Trust me, it is, especially coming out of the traction zones, because the car is going to be really tail happy coming out of that exit. Even if you're like modulated, it's so hard. You're going to have a tough time getting on the power, especially in wet conditions. So yeah, it's going to be really tricky this time around to drive the cars than it was in 2015, because in 2015 it was so easy to get on the power, to turn into, even driving the wet. This time around in 2016, it is going to be 10 times harder. It's probably going to be the hardest game you guys are ever going to play in your life, man, because you're going to have to really think about how much power you're going to put on when coming out of the corners, especially in wet conditions, where it is 10 times harder than in dry conditions. So yeah, it's just crazy. And also the curves as well are a lot more slipperier. Yeah, 10 times slipperier than they were in 2015. And in fact, they're actually about 4 times as much slipperier than Gran Turismo, which have slippy curbs. So yeah, you're really going to have to really concentrate hard and really manage your throttle application, as well as making sure you don't go on the curves, especially in wet conditions as well. So this time around, it is a lot more easier to get the car sideways and out of control. So yeah, you guys are definitely going to have to watch out for that when you're driving this car, because it is 10 times harder. So yeah, so that has been the F1 316 trailer breakdown for both trailers that have been out so far, as well as some game information regardless of this game. Also, there are going to be some comparison that's going to come out in a couple of days, so be for sure to look out for that, and as well as a career mode team choice that is going to come out in a couple of days time as well, so be sure to look out for that. But honestly, for this game, excited, pumped, can't wait, because a lot of us have been putting so much feedback and thoughts into this game. It's been absolutely ridiculous. So with that, I feel like it's going to be the game that we all deserve, to be honest. And yeah, the fact that it's going to be under a month until we get it is pretty cool, and I'm pretty hyped up for it. So yeah. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then be sure to hit the like button below, subscribe to me, and I'll see you guys next time. It's your boy, I'm out.